Reposition yourself. Well, two girls were born 17th of January, the year 1974. Liden and Lale Bijan. Like many other girls, they had ambitions, passions, dreams and goals, just like you and many other children, except they were conjoined in their heads. And so they were slaves of each other's ambitions, goals, pursuits, friends, and choices. For instance, Liden wanted to do law in the university, and Lale wanted to pursue journalism. They settled for law and pursued it for 4 years in Tehran University, Iran. But at the age of 29, they were getting increasingly tired being victims of choicelessness. They were tired being victims of each other's choices and pursuits, and they wanted to see each other face to face and live an independent life. So they resolved they must be separated. Doctors unanimously warned them and begged them, literally, some of them kneeling down, that the chances were very remote for a successful operation at the age of 29, but they could hear none of it. And so on that fateful day, 50 doctors gathered at Trafford's Hospital in Singapore and began the operation. Regrettably, it was not successful, and they died within 90 minutes of each other because of blood loss. But what touched me most about this story is what the girl said moments just before the surgery. We would rather die as individuals rather than live without identity. I begin tonight by asking you, have you lost identity? Have you lost contact with yourself? Have you become addicted to a life without you? Have you lost yourself trying to pursue what you think people will like, not realizing that people will continue changing goalposts? You see, I honestly believe that there will be the explosion, the greatest ever realized in this world of beauty, of innovations, of creativity, if each one of us celebrated our own differences, if we lived our own lives. Regrettably, most of us are similar with everyone else. We live in a world where we have similar companies with similar employees, similar qualifications, similar experiences, producing similar products. And here is the acid test. If you tendered your resignation today, would your employer call you for a renegotiation? If not, you are just like any other kid in the block. You are trading on commodities. You are priding on your job title and your job position. And your job title is a commodity. So I'm inviting you tonight to trade on a higher ground, to trade on your personal bread. While commodities trade on prices, personal bread is only available from you. It can't be traced anywhere else in the marketplace. You see, butterflies have different colors, very beautiful colors. But butterflies do not appreciate their own colors. The human eye does. Sometimes your beauty radiates so strongly that it blinds us from seeing you properly. Sometimes the strengths we don't appreciate about ourselves are seen by people close to you. And this is why right now I'll be calling you back to that childlike curiosity, intense curiosity of who you really are, such that you live your life. And I'll be urging you not to be an imposter. Stand out of the herd. You better be a nerd than be part of the herd. Be authentic. I know without a shadow of doubt from my own experience and that of many others, authentic people admire the real you, who you are. And therefore I suggest today, having a low opinion about yourself is not modesty. It is self-destructive. And having a high opinion about yourself is not egotism. On the contrary, it's a requirement for greatness. You've got to learn to celebrate yourself. You've got to learn to deal with the hand you're dealt. Metaphorically speaking, life is like a game of poker. You don't choose the cards, but you've got to win the game with the cards you're given. Some of us are tall, some of us are short. You don't choose your color, you don't choose your family. You don't even choose your parents. You don't even choose your nation of origin. But you've got to win the game of life with the cards you are dealt. None of us is perfect. None of us is flawless. Each of us is laden with historical liabilities. Each of us has secret fears. But you've got to win the game of life with the hand you are dealt. You must never be defined by your circumstances. Years ago, precisely on 13th of October, 1870, Ben Hooper was born in a time when kids were judged if they were raised up in a single parent family. He was sidelined by the other kids, orchestrated. Regrettably, even ugly comments came from adults, and he began to shy from taking his mama for shopping, because every time he went out of his house, he would hear the same old question, "Boy, who is your daddy?" In the church, he would hear the same question. In schools, he would hear the same question. When he was 12 years of age, a new preacher was posted to the church. He didn't know his history. And as usual, the boy would sneak into the church after everyone is settled, and then sneak out before the benediction is said, to escape hearing that same old question, "Boy, whose daddy are you?" Regrettably, one morning, the pastor